Howdy, Namie Amuro fanatics. This is Steven, and I'm back. And this time I'm back with a article that I ran across on the internet. And the title of the article is "The Songbird Who Made Okinawa Cool." And this was published by Time Asia, and I believe the story was picked up by CNN.com. And this was published around, let's see, July of 2000. So yeah, this has been a while ago. So the things that I mentioned might not be the most up to date or accurate, but for this particular time period, it was. All right, so I'm going to read the article and give my thoughts and opinions as I go. So here I go. Oh yeah, and the author is named Tim Larimer. 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 All right, so here we go. Namie Amuro put Okinawa on the map. Okay, that's a preposterous idea. Okay, they might be trying that a little bit. Namie is what? All of 22? She sings J-pop fluff, and her most striking attribute is her hair. To say she is the most famous thing about Okinawa is to denigrate the memory of the 10,000s or the tens of thousands slaughtered during the long and horrific World War II battle. It trivializes the frustration Okinawans have endured living as a colony, first under U.S. military stewardship and later as a welfare state of Japan. Wow, I didn't know that. You learn something new every day. I didn't know that, that was a part of Okinawa history. Let's see. Next, yet Namie, pretty as can be with her cappuccino toned skin and butterscotch hair. I don't really know. What is butterscotch hair? All right. Did indeed do something remarkable for her home island when she splashed onto the pop scene in 1995. She gave trouble Okinawa a new image. She made Okinawa cool. Oh wow. Oh, Namie repping for Okinawa. But yeah, me personally, I don't know much about Okinawa, so I can't really say yay or nay on this. So I'll just go by what this person is saying in the article. But perhaps, perhaps though. So yeah, it's pretty cool that Namie has that sort of was able to do something like that. All right, next, Namie was discovered by Masayuki Makino, a promoter enchanted by the girl when she tagged along with a friend to his acting school in Okinawa. That's interesting. That's kind of similar to like the way that Boa Kwan was discovered. She tagged along to like her brother's audition or something like that. So that's how you get into the industry. You gotta find someone who is going to an audition and tag along with them, and then they'll come to you instead of them. Okay, make that note, y'all, if y'all want to get into this industry and that industry. All right, next, quote unquote, she is a talented flirt, he says now. I hope he's saying that as she's an adult and not as she was a kid. Like that, that teenage girl, she's such a flirt. Like, no, even if that's true, like, you're supposed to be like, no, and then, make a report about it. Let's see. Next, he put her in a song and dance troupe called the Super Monkeys when she was 14. The Super Monkeys weren't so super, and the group fizzled. Namie, whose childhood ambition had been to be a flight attendant, appeared in TV dramas and as a giant furry rabbit on a children's show before turning to singing and topping the charts with her breakthrough 1995 hit, Try Me. And for those of you who don't know, the song Try Me is actually a cover of a Eurobeat song by the same name. And at the point when this cover was released to the public, The group was called Namie Amuro and the Super Monkeys, so they were still technically the Super Monkeys when Namie had her big break in the Japanese pop music industry. Let's see. Next, they did try her and they loved her. She was a star at age 17. Her records were bestsellers. Tickets to her concerts sold out within 10 minutes of going on sale. Okay, so that was back when Namie was that it chick, the teen queen. She could do no wrong, probably like Japan's sweetheart, you know. Let's see. Namie is stunningly beautiful. There is no question. 1/4 Italian and 3/4 Okinawan. Hmm. I don't. That's interesting that they said 3/4 Okinawan instead of 3/4 Japanese. But I'm guessing they're being really specific about her, you know, racial ethnic makeup. Let's see. She's exotic in homogeneous Japan, but the image is familiar enough not to be threatening. Tan skin, pencil thin eyebrows, long straight hair dyed light brown, miniskirts and platform boots. Okay, so yeah, Namie is a quarter Italian, and I've been kind of like wondering is this true or not because I heard a rumor that it was started by her record company and that it wasn't really true, like her first record company when she was with the Super Monkeys. Um, but upon doing some investigation and looking at some of the photos from Namie's childhood and looking at her mother does look like her mother looks like she could be Eurasian. Her mother doesn't look entirely Asian if you look at a picture of her mom. You know, and her mom was actually a bit on the chunky side, which is weird because Namie is really thin, but her mom is actually a little heavier than you probably expect. But yeah, so yeah, Namie is um, she is mostly Japanese with like a touch of Italian, a little fourth Italian, that gives her that exotic look that Japanese people look at. And I noticed that they mention here that it's non-threatening. She looked like she was ethnic. She had sort of an ethnic maybe look or an exotic look. I'll say that an exotic look that was not threatening. That's the thing. And I wondered, because I think that people by and large view Namie as Japanese, even though she is a fourth Italian. And I know that Japanese, like they're really strict about who is Japanese and who is not Japanese, and usually people who are part another race that's outside of Japan won't be considered Japanese. But I think that the public views Namie as Japanese, though. As far as I know, I don't ever remember or hearing any sort of backlash against her for any in regards to race or anything. All right, on to the next. She can sing, she can dance for sure, but it's that look that catapulted her to the top of the heap of Japan's teen queens. So they're saying it was her look, because it is the entertainment industry and it's about looks. So that look was able to get her noticed, that was the sort of edge that she needed. Because at the end of the day, there's a lot of people who can sing and a lot of people who can dance. So it's like you gotta have something a little special about you, and this was her little something special. But Namie can back it up with her talent too. Let's see. Flocks of amuras soon appeared all over Japan. Young girls mimicking her style, down to the tattoo shaped like a barcode she wears on her right wrist. I'm thinking she's getting that removed though. Or she's gotten it removed by now. But yeah, back in the day, Namie used to have a tattoo about, a barcode. Let's see. The Amuras are gone now, but they have evolved into the hordes of teenage girls with bronze skin, silvery gray hair, white lipstick, and eyeshadow, and defying platform boots. Okay. I didn't know platform boots could defy gravity. All right, next. This strange and decidedly unflattering persona is not, not Namie's at all. The skin is browner, hair color lighter, skirts minier, platforms taller, but it has its roots in Namie's natural Okinawan beauty. So, they kind of credit Namie with it. Even it's kind of like she started it, but then they kind of like the teens of today, the female teens of today, kind of put their own little spin on it a little bit too. But it came from Namie originally. All right, next. This is not something the pop diva cares to discuss. "Quote unquote, we don't want to emphasize the Okinawa connection," admonished one of her managers, Akira Kobayashi, but we did. So we asked Namie about Okinawa anyway, much to the consternation of Kobayashi and 6 other black suited handlers who hovered around her during an interview last week. "Quote unquote, it's okay," she told the overly protective Kobayashi. Then to us, "Quote unquote, if I had strong feelings about being Okinawan, I would have I would have stayed in Okinawa and done Okinawan music." See, the voice coming from the petite young woman is surprisingly husky. "Quote unquote, I don't feel like I should be this way or that way because I'm Okinawan. I just like to do the music. Okinawans look for an inspirational role model. Let's see. Okinawans looking for an inspirational role model should look elsewhere. There's nothing particularly Okinawan about her music. Anyway, quote unquote, it's a fashion," says Riken Teruya, leader of a popular Okinawan band. "Quote unquote, it mimics American music. She could be from Hokkaido. Hokkaido? All right. So right there, that was some interesting stuff Namie said, and I wonder if Okinawan people had taken offense to that, because it seems like she might be trying to distance herself from Okinawan, like from Okinawa and Okinawans. Maybe I don't know how Okinawans are viewed in Japan. Maybe they might be viewed a certain way. I'm not sure. But I can imagine, possibly some people being slightly offended by that because they're like, hey, we kind of, you know, I guess we kind of maybe expected you to be a bit more, have a bit more pride in it. Like, yeah, I'm Okinawa, even though I may not make the most Okinawa music or look the most Okinawa or something like that. It's who I am. It's inside of me. But that's not how Namie does it though. And I think she owns who she is as far as the Okinawan thing. But I think it's just like she said, like I don't. She said she doesn't feel like she should be this way or that way because she's Okinawan. You know. So yeah, I respect her way of choosing to view it. Okay, on to the next. Let's see. Namie's brief career has been filled with drama. At the height of her popularity in 1997, she shocked fans and Japanese sensibilities by announcing she had secretly married a dancer whose stage name is Sam and was 3 months pregnant. "Quote unquote, she was finished," said Makino, her mentor, who has since parted company with Namie. Her abrupt life change started yet another trend, marrying young. Oh, Namie started that trend? Uh-oh. She is just a trendsetter, ain't she? See, then she disappeared from public view for a year. In December 1998, she made a comeback on the NHK television network singing competition. At the end of her performance, she collapsed in tears. Japanese love a good cry. The TV show's ratings soared. Namie was back. "Quote unquote. No, I didn't cry deliberately," Namie said with a laugh last week. "Quote unquote. The audience welcomed me so warmly, I couldn't stop myself." Her single topped the charts. She sang the theme song in the latest Pokemon movie, and her husband and son appeared in a government campaign urging Japanese people to have more babies. Really? And from what I heard, actually the birth rate has gone down since that ad was aired. People are not feeling that ad. um, but yeah, there's some interesting stuff here. Like, wow, like her mentor said that she was finished, and he parted ways with her. You know, wow. But yeah, back in that time, I guess people thought because Namie came on so strong, people thought that she was just a fad, kind of like in her career had run its course once she got pregnant and married, and a lot of people counted her out because of that, you know. And I guess I could see why, because I think in Japan, marriage and childbirth are viewed as a woman's point to bow out gracefully from the industry. But Namie didn't play it that way, you know. And as we all know, Namie's career has, her career spans decades. So this did not stop her. This was, a little bump in the road, but Namie kept it moving, She kept it moving. So, yep, there you got it. All right, next. But her troubles weren't over. In 1999, Namie's mother, Amiko Taira, was murdered by her own brother-in-law. The climax. Okinawa police reported an ugly family feud, quote unquote. It wasn't very sad. Well, scratch that. It was very sad and hasn't been easy, Namie said. The only good thing is I married and had a baby before she died, so she saw her grandchild and could play with him. Now that I'm a mother, I have to avoid being sad because that could affect my child. Hmm. But I hope Namie did take the time to grieve her mother's death, you know. And I think perhaps she did, but she probably doesn't want to go into that because it's such a very just probably one of the worst days of her life, really, like one of the top 10 worst moments of her life to just have to deal with something like that, especially in the way that her mother died too, you know. So I can understand Namie not wanting to go into depth about that. But I just hope that Namie took the time to grieve, take the time. Because it is actually healthy to grieve for at least a certain period of time. But yeah, I'm glad that, Namie and her mother were able to see, Namie's child and also see the person that Namie married, could see Namie starting a new family, and she was able to see that before she died. Next, in her younger carefree days, Namie sang happy pop songs. The tempo of her new music has slowed a bit, like the ballad Never End she recorded in honor of the G8 summit. Next, she wants to write her own songs. Maybe give a concert in Okinawa, where she has never performed as a solo act. As for the next Namie-driven trend, she shrugs. Quote unquote, I just want to be myself, she said, but then revealed a new conservatism that comes with motherhood. Quote unquote, when I was younger, I was more adventurous and would wear anything. Now I only wear clothes that look good on me. Whatever she wears, Japan had better learn to like it, because schoolgirls still want to be like Namie, and they don't care where she came from. And that's the end of the article. So yeah, I thought that was a pretty cool article, a very interesting article. And It's nice to learn a little bit more about Namie and where she comes from and what she's been through and where she's going in her life. And again, this was written in like July of 2000. So, yeah. So there you had it. So thanks a lot for watching. Feel free to comment. Feel free to subscribe. Feel free to give me a thumbs up. Your feedback and support are extremely appreciated and extremely valued. Until the next news article analysis, adios and goodbye for now.